Now let's move to part 2, where your hollow shaft replaces the solid shaft such that its length is same as that of length obtained in the solid shaft, and it is being subjected to same torque T. Now again we'll try to satisfy both the strength criteria as well as the rigidity criteria and try to determine the dimensions capital D and small d for this hollow shaft. So first we apply the strength criteria. Now we see that the torsional formula from strength criteria is Tm by J is equal to tau m by capital R, where R is the outer radius of this hollow shaft or the extreme layer of this hollow shaft from the center. Now writing the formula for J, polar moment of inertia of this hollow shaft, we have Tm by pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 equal to tau m upon R is capital D by 2. Now we take this capital D term outside so that over here we get the ratio as small d by capital D. So we have Tm upon pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 multiplied by 1 minus small d by capital D the whole to the power 4, and this is equal to tau m upon d by 2. Now we know this ratio of small d by capital D will be inverse of this 2, that is half, and we have been given the value of Tm and tau m. So the only unknown in this equation is your capital D, so we can find out your capital D as, so upon substituting the values we have 1.909 into 10 to the power 6 the whole upon pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 into 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power 4, and this is equal to tau m is equal to 100 Newton per mm square upon capital D by 2. So upon solving this we get the value of capital D as 47 mm, and from this we can also calculate the value of small d, which is capital D by 2, and this is equal to 23.5 mm. Now let's apply the rigidity criteria on the hollow shaft. We know the torsional formula from rigidity consideration is given as Tm by J is equal to G theta by L. So I can write again for J as Tm upon pi by 32 into d to the power 4 into 1 minus small d by capital D to the power 4 is equal to G theta by L, which is the length of the hollow shaft, and we already know that the length of hollow shaft is same as that of length of solid shaft, which we found in part 1 as 20 times of d1, and this d1 is the diameter of the solid shaft, which we took by considering both strength and rigidity criteria, that is the greater value of d1, which is 64.31 mm. So again in this equation the only unknown here is your capital D. So upon substituting the values we have 1.909 into 10 to the power 6 this whole upon pi by 32 into capital D to the power 4 into 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power 4, and this is equal to G is 84 into 10 to the power 3, and permissible angle of twist is 0.0174 radian, this whole upon 20 times of 64.31. So upon calculation we get this value of capital D as 65.46 mm, and also your small d will be given as capital D by 2, which is equal to 32.73 mm. Now again we see that from rigidity criteria we get the dimensions or diameters of this hollow shaft which is greater than the dimensions which we obtained from strength criteria. So again we take values of diameter as capital D 65.46 mm and your small d as 32.73 mm, and this in order to be safe in both maximum shear stress and permissible angle of twist theta. So with this, our problem is solved. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.